Last session, you returned to the ruined foyer of the old Imperial Archive, intent on finishing what you'd started. You brought down one of the grinding clockwork golems in a storm of steel, only to have the true Guardian reveal itself again. A towering, tentacled outsider that flooded the room with unnatural darkness. Its voice slid into your thoughts and sent Captain Jansen and Mordecai trudging away from the fight in a daze, while Velikor wrestled the surviving golem at the threshold. Then came catastrophe. A thin green lance of unmaking pierced the black. The horror's disintegration spell struck Emrys, and in an instant he dissolved to dust. With half your strength gone and the golem hauling at your lines, Jacob seized the only sure path to survival. He pulled the survivors out in a blink of teleportation and brought you home to the estate. There, with a precious diamond and the foresight of a saved fingertip, Jacob hauled Emrys back from oblivion. You gathered around the map table and hammered out a new plan. A frontal push through the foyer doors only let the golems grind and the horror cast with impunity, so you chose finesse. Infiltrate by a different route, shape stone to open a new line of attack, slam a force cage onto one of the opponents, counter darkness with daylight, and, if you could get close, banish the outsider with a well-timed anti-magic shell. At first light, you put the plan into motion. Velikor eased open a trapped rooftop hatch with deft hands, and the party slipped through the silent upper halls to a side wall of the foyer. Jacob melted the stone, and Emrys struck. Bars of force snapped into place around a clockwork golem. The outsider answered with smothering night. Jacob dove into the murk and kindled daylight, revealing the last clockwork golem charging hard. Jansen vaulted through the press, cool as ice, knocking aside hammering blows and carving in close. Mordecai blurred forward, vanished and reappeared inside the horror's guard, and drove steel deep before a barbed tongue wrapped him and dragged him toward the maw. He twisted free at the last heartbeat. Emrys tested the cage with killing light, while Jacob stepped up to the bars and released a precise burst of anti-magic. The outsider convulsed, its presence buckled, and it tore away back to its native plane. The darkness collapsed with it. Metal still screamed as the golem ground forward, but the worst of the room's evil had been ripped out from under it. Surrounded and suddenly outmatched, the construct became your next target as you tightened ranks, set your angles, and prepared to finish the foyer and finally pry open the path deeper into the ruin.